Alrighty, I think we are properly resumed. I think we're all working now. Ugh. Don't know if this counts as a new stream for you guys or not on their stream. I know, so I'm sick. I can't remember everything. Besides, also, as helpful as that type of screen is, I can't see a thing when I do that. So when I'm trying to fix things like getting the gameplay feedback on screen, if the technical difficulty screen is up over top of everything, which it needs to be, I can't see when it's fixed and when it's not fixed. So I have technical difficulties personally. No, you're fine. You're fine. That's why I said it, though. It works great for frame dropping problems and other internet-based issues, but when it comes to these, as annoying as it is, because I don't know how all the ins and outs of OBS, I don't know how to be able to give you guys an image and then me work. What is that fuzzing now noise? Oh, that was really weird. Alright. It'll probably be a shorter stream tonight, just because, you know, we're starting super late. I'm probably gonna call off work tomorrow. I'm still not feeling 100%, and I might try and stream tomorrow to make up for not streaming yesterday. I'm trying to, I don't want to, wait, what? That's horse trash. Hold on. Now the GameCube is confused. You're gonna tell me that. What? Okay, hold on. Did I move it? Maybe I moved it to the big memory card. No, I didn't. Okay. Alright. Well, this is bizarre. Okay, hang on. Alright, well. Let's see. Oh. Wait. Really? Well, this is awkward. I thought this was the same memory card. What did I... Oh, wait a second. Okay, but... So wait, so what's in this one? Pikmin and Pokemon. I thought for sure it was in this. Living a lie. Okay, well, this is awkward. Give me just a second. I'll go and fix that real quick. Give me go find the memory cards. Probably in the house. I don't think I realized, but we'll be fine. Uno momento. I'll run an ad. I forget the mic mute, but it's fine. If you're familiar with the stream, you already know this nonsense. fear, everyone, I have returned. Oh, okay. Alrighty. So where is this? Bye-bye. Alright. Hope I found the right memory card. Because I can't check them until I put them in the GameCube. What the heck is an empty spot? Oh, it's Zelda. Oh, if this isn't it, I'm gonna be really embarrassed. That's nothing? That's weird. And this one... Is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one. Kill God. Are they God? Sounds pleasant. Wow, this is really awkward, guys. I'm a complete and utter mistake. Hello, Ramirez. Can't see nothing on the white screen. There it is. And I didn't want to... No. Dang it, and I gotta go through this again. Okay, accidentally hit new game. Oh boy, this is probably not even the right memory card. It really is beautiful. It'd be even beautiful once I get to play it. Yeah, I didn't think this was mine. Well, alright. Let's see, double check. Alright, well, I'll be right back again, I guess. Ow, I just yanked the cord out of my headphones again. I haven't done that in a while. Be careful, break the wires. Well, Toodles, everyone, I'll be right back again. Glad this time you can't bother. Fellas, ladies, those that aren't in those two categories. I'm back again. I see Chad is as lively as ever. I'm in another state of mind right now. Okay, let's see. This is another one I can find. It's gotta be the right one. What? there we go. Found it. Forgot you guys can't see. I'm going through it a little bit right now. Your homie is going through a little bit of nonsense just right now. Just a little bit. Anyway. So welcome back to Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. All you kids and your god fighting, I swear. Back in my day, we didn't have to worry about none of that. I'm moving that onto the menu memory card after the stream is over. It's time to sleep. Yo, happy dreams. Hello again, Melt. Oh. It's amazing. Looking around for those memory cards has completely burned so much of my energy. You have no idea. Hey, Rim. Got a second? I mean, I guess I do. When the baby is about to be born, isolate the mommy cow. Like this. Rim has to do this job. If you think you need to isolate a pregnant cow, go to the tool shed, look up the cow fence. Even though we do it for you every time.
If you think that a pregnant cow needs to be isolated, go to the tool shed and look up the cow fence.
Isolate the cow.
I want to see the baby born soon. Birth is a wondrous thing.
I hope it's born soon.
Oh! No. Dude, I don't sound like myself. You guys better enjoy it. I don't know if I'm out of my mind or not. It's how they moo, bro. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The cow says moo! Where's my... There's no freaking food in here. What? Anyway. It's been an awfully long time since anyone that watches just this stuff on my channel has probably seen this. And to that I say, hello and welcome to my insanity. That is this never-ending game. It's a treat. Just gotta play it up a little bit, just a little bit. If I start sounding delusional, maybe request me medical attention. The only medicine I've had is Mucinex. Mucinex in, mucus out. Or, you know, whatever. I'm taking your eggs, son. Girl, I'm taking all your eggs. That egg is gold. Got a lot of iron in your diet. Biochemistry. I don't have a fever, luckily. I had a fever a couple days ago, but that long broke. Though, did I talk about it the other day in the stream? Wait. I don't know. All I know is that I did actually have a fever dream. You know, they say those are jokes. No, I actually had one for real. It was actually kind of funny and kind of actually anxiety-inducing. Because I would keep waking up in the middle of the night, not sure if I was still in a dream. Like, I was half aware that the weird thing I was experiencing was a dream, but my brain was also like, but what if it's not? And since it's story time now, I'm gonna tell it to you. I'm gonna give you guys the lowdown so that it's, you know, archived for internet posterity. Man, I feel like I'm 10 years agoing right now on my channel with this. I think the dream was me supposed to have been writing the Death Road story, which I haven't started yet, other than that teaser, because the tablet doing its thing, and I'm trying to finish the other writing thing I've already started, I will get to it eventually. I hope no one's impatient. I will get to it soon. I hope. I want to. I've been just lying on the couch feeling sick for the last several days. And I'm probably not going to work tomorrow. Anyway, in said dream, I was, I think, either working on the story or my brain was inside the story, like where like we were in the situation, like of Death Road. But like me and I'm guessing collectively you guys or the characters in the story, whichever the case happens to be. I don't remember quite clearly. Oh, that's the game. I thought that, okay, well, the controller is bugging out a little bit. It is a third party. But anyway, brain, come on. Well, I mean, it is God. Wouldn't be surprised. But, at some point, stop, controller! I'm trying to water the plants and tell my story, and you're making it hard to do both. But the weird thing is because I'm not in the story. At least not necessarily. Stop walking me. I'm not touching the control stick. And I'm suddenly aware of this. I'm in a location where I shouldn't be. And my brain's trying to rationalize it, but having a fever, I can't rationalize things. So, the other characters in the dream, which my brain would logically think are the other dream citizens, but not actually the dream citizens, do I not have the other watering can with me? Wait a second. That's not right. Did I? Oh, okay. I put it away. Okay. I have to go rewatch the old footage then to understand why I did that. But they're telling me that I have to my brain was the other people were telling me that we were all a bunch of people aware we were trapped in a simulation. Kind of like The Matrix. Only the simulation, I guess, was supposed to be Death Road to Canada. I don't know for sure. So, I kept trying to escape the simulation. I remember consciously holding a gun, and that was really weird. Everything went black on my screen for a second. I don't know if it did for you guys or not. I've had dreams like that too, Melts. But then, like, whenever I feel like my brain would escape the quote-unquote simulation, I was waking back up in my bed, and covered in a cold sweat, really confused, looking around, like, wanting to get up, and confirm that I was not in a dream still, or in a simulation. My brain still thinking, because I'm clutching a pillow, and, like, my brain knows, like, I know that it's a pillow. Like, I know it's not really a gun in my hand. But my brain is half thinking it's a gun, and I need to escape the simulation, which would be, you know, using said gun on myself and Persona 3ing myself. Because I don't want to actually say that and encourage anything to minors that may be listening, because I realize now the implications of me telling the story could be construed that way. So, do not Persona 3 yourself, children. But, I don't say that to be funny. I just don't want to actually say it right out loud. But, so my brain is thinking I need to end it, but I'm also thinking I need to get up. And I'm like, but I don't want to get up. I just want to go back to sleep and forget this happened. And the anxiety, being woken up at 8 in the morning by a fever dream, and I'm just lying there in agony, trying to go back to sleep to pretend that this didn't even happen, because I'm not sure how to process it. I'm just laying there, and neither is happening. I'm not getting up. I'm not going to sleep. I'm just laying there, trying to figure out if I'm still dreaming or not. And eventually, I fell back asleep, only for the cycle to repeat itself again with twice as much anxiety. And the second time I woke up, it was even worse. And I don't even remember falling asleep the second time. Though, luckily, the dream didn't happen again for a third time in the row, but I don't know. My brain was trying to remember it and thought it might be good for material for the Death Road story until I realized that it actually had absolutely nothing to do with it, so therefore I stopped trying to remember the finer details. The mines are so boring in this, honestly. Afternoon. Not hot, not cold. Don't you agree this is the best time of year? It's too cold for me.
Afternoon. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just right. Another god reject.
Dude, like, I can't remember the last time I've ever had a fever dream. It was really kind of disturbing. Something make the creepypasta sound? Oh, yes! My friend, we're going to the creepypasta sound mine. Actually, should I go sell my things first? Just have a look. I love how Gink doesn't... When did I get rainbow-colored ore? When did I start getting that? Man, you come back, you leave this game for a year, and then you come back and you realize you don't know jack. There's nothing in here in my inventory to sell anyway. Oh, it's because Van's not supposed to be here today. He's here on extra business. My voice is doing weird tones that it's not used to. I'm sure everyone is hearing it. I'm only half making those intentionally. There are moments where I'm thinking about trying to do it to sound funny like this, and I just keep readjusting my pitch and trying to see what kind of weird ranges and voices I can do by just talking naturally. And then there are other times where I'm not even paying attention to do it at all, and I'm doing random stuff. I don't know. I don't think Mucinex can give you a drug high, or drug drunk, or whatever you call it, or just drugged. I guess that's the it's no, oh that's not right. Ooh. I want this game remade for the Switch. Overdose. I haven't had any cough syrup. That's the thing. All I've had is Mucinex, or some kind of knockoff version of Mucinex. That's really all I've had. They're tucked away. Yo, buddy, I want to make some creepypastas. Give me a scoop. Don't trust knockoff medicine. I think that's all a ruse. They're all the exact same thing, made by different companies. The only thing is that just they charge you more for the name. There are a few things that aren't like this, but there are certain things that really are just a name and that's it. Like, I learned this when I went to work in retail. Let's say I work at this place, Kroger, when I started there several years ago. And what they told us is that, because they were explaining how we can offer customers something as a substitution for a reduced price or for free to make up for something being missing. Let's say, Jeff Peanut Butter was their example. And they told us that Kroger Peanut Butter is the exact same as Jeff Peanut Butter. They come from the exact same supply line. It's just the fact that it's the exact same thing. They just put a different label on it, and they make it so that way people will buy Jeff more, because they are artificially creating competition for themselves, because people will trust a brand name. While at the same time, if people buy the knockoff brands, they're still giving the money to the peanut butter company, because they're still selling it at profit, because just if you buy brand names, it's fooling you. Now, that's not the same for all things, because some of them do legit taste different. Not peanut butter, I mean just things in general. But, you know, I feel like I'm in some kind of weird lecture-y, for your information type of mode today, and I don't know. I didn't know it was so nefarious either. never knew. Most of it all tastes the same to me. I'm cracking open the peanut butter conspiracy for you all.
Oh, yeah, brother. The peanut butter, they know the way.
But right, yeah, that's I don't know. Medicine's probably a little bit different. Hello, 3D artist. Welcome to the stream. I am a little under the weather, so I apologize. Or you're welcome for any of my strange antics while on medication. Welcome to the stream. I didn't play enough. This is the. Pause for a second myself. This is the GameCube version I am playing, which, granted, I probably didn't. Oh well, I would say granted I probably didn't need to explain because the button interface in the top right corner. But I also remembered that's where my big fat head is. So, this is the GameCube version. I don't know a whole lot about the PlayStation 2 version, other than that some things are better, and some things are far worse, and we're done. You can still see the B button, at least. I always figured it's better to cover up interface rather than game screen real estate because it just looks nicer, but that was just always my opinion. I don't know. Everyone has a different opinion on what type of parts of screens should be covered, or if any of it should be covered at all. I don't know. I feel like I always kind of flip-flop back and forth. Yeah, I felt the PS2 version was super laggy, and they compensated by making everything in super speed. This game desperately needs a definitive remake, though. I would pay so much money to see it on the Switch. I hope that's Xseed's next project. You want me to explain the Harvest Moon lore while on Mucinex medication? Goodness, I'm losing it already. You was fast and laggy, exactly. Okay, so I tell this story a lot, and I guess I might as well tell it again. Where's my items that I want to sell? Here we are. I'll take all of you. Take my entire stock. And I'm not a professional on this though. Some referred to me on the YouTube days as the Harvest Moon guy. Now I don't know how true that is, but people tell me these things, so I'm like, well, it must be true, I guess. So, but anyway, so some point during the era of the Nintendo 3DS Harvest Moon games, or the Nintendo 3DS era, wait. He looks kind of like Darumaka, a little bit. I don't know. The characters in this game are really weird. But, at some point in the era of the 3DS, I believe, was it Trio of Towns, or it was one of these games. One of those games in the 3DS. It was one of the last ones on the 3DS, and they have DLC characters in the new Harvest Moon game on Nintendo Switch by now. Around that time period, I guess, Marvelous, the company... Is it Marvelous? Let's see. Let me look on the box here. I have the box with me. I have the receipts. So let's see. Natsume has their mailing address on the back of the GameCube box. That's interesting. Huh, they don't have the developer on the box. That's weird. Huh. Basic reading ability is needed to fully enjoy this game. I would hope so. Well. check this box. Here we go. Yes, I just wanted to double check. Oh, Marvelous and USA/Xseed Games. They also have their address on the back of the box. Do other Switch games do that? I'm curious now. Let me see. No, they do not, which is weird. So Marvelous wants us to send them stuff to their PO box on the back of the box. It's on the game. I wonder if they're in the same one. Holy crap! Wait a second. They're in the same state. They're in the same state as each other, but they're different. Oh, the lore's getting juicy now, everybody. So Natsume's office is in. What state is CA? Is that California? I think it's California. I think. So Natsume's offices are in California, Burlingame, California, and Marvelous USA/Xseed Games is in Torrance, California. That's really weird. Interesting. Anywho, story has to continue. So Marvelous and Natsume, they had the beautiful baby here. They have Marvelous's name over here. You know that logo. And then there's Natsume's over here. Now Marvelous is the people that make the games. They're the ones that do all the Harvest Mooning that we play all the time. I hit the wrong button. And Natsume is the company that outside of Japan, they take those games and they translate them into the different languages as well as localize them, because if you just translate things, it doesn't always make any sense. So they have to creatively edit the games. Van's probably not named Van in Japanese. I'm just gonna spoil it for you. I think Natsume did not make Back to Nature. Natsume did not make any of the Harvest Moon games themselves. They just translated them, published them, and localized them, which is a lot of work. So in Japanese, this game series, the Harvest Moon series, was called Farm Story, and they figured that if they wanted a game to sell in America, they probably would need a catchier name than Farm Story, and they were probably right, because let's be fair, what sounds more of an interesting game to play, Harvest Moon or Farm Story? Exactly. Now, Farm Story probably would have passed back in the Super Nintendo and Game Boy era, but there's not as much to compare it to. No, they are not the original developers of the game. You don't ever harvest the moon. That's true. Now, it makes me wonder where the game came from. Now, the localization team in America, I don't know where they got the idea. I mean, there's like an old thing about the Harvest Moon, where you do your harvesting in autumn, and there's a moon in the sky near the end of autumn called the Harvest Moon. Yes. So it would actually, I think the Harvest Moon in real life, believe actually takes place in October. So logically, Harvest Moon month makes more sense to be in October than in November. But I digress. I also like to think it's about that old song called Shine On Harvest Moon that I always like to play at the beginning of the Harvest Moon streams, because I think it's goofy. And I knew it long before I ever played Harvest Moon. That's true too, because they used to judge back in the day by star and moon cycles of when they should harvest crops. So they called it the Harvest Moon, so they could harvest their crops before the winter came and killed all of their vegetables.
This place changed so much.
So that's probably where the name comes from. It's very much more catchy than September or October. That's what I was thinking, yes. But that's where the name comes from. The name Harvest Moon probably comes from, because if they just translated it straight from Japanese to Farm Story, you know, you wouldn't have had a very catchy thing. People like me, like, I don't want to go and farm. But anyway, as the story continues, so they had a beautiful marriage between Marvelous and Nasumi since the Super Nintendo days, I believe, all the way up until sometime in the 3DS time, where I believed it was one of the 3DS titles was the last one that Nasumi worked on with Marvelous. And then, I don't know all the details. I don't know if it was because they wanted more money, or they thought they were doing a bad job. I'm not exactly sure. I have to look into it one day to get the full dirt on the story. But there was, basically, as we discussed in this the last time I talked about it a couple days ago, that basically Marvelous and Nasumi divorced in the era of the 3DS timeline somewhere. I don't know the reason why, but somewhere among the 3DS's life cycle, the Harvest Moon name was divorced. So in the custody battle, Marvelous kept essentially the rights to the games, the gameplay, all of that nonsense. You know, the stuff that, you know, makes up a Harvest Moon game as we Americans and Canadians and Mexicans and Europeans know it as. While as Natsume, they got to keep the name, which at first glance probably seems like the more important thing to have, because that's what your sales are tied to. Your sales are tied to your brand recognition. It's very important. But so because Natsume still had, you know, the rights to the name, like, well, you're not gonna waste the name. You're not gonna. You have the rights. You have people that will blindly give you money because you have the brand recognition of what Marvelous did in with their games in Japan, and that's what brought us some of the terrible Harvest Moon games, such as The Light of Hope, Harvest Moon Mad Dash, I believe is what it was called, Harvest Moon One World, which I heard was actually pretty abysmal. So, essentially, it's anything from halfway through the 3DS lifespan onward, Harvest Moon titles actually belong to Natsume, and they are not actually Farm Story games. Oh, Skytree Village is probably another one of them, too. I forgot about Skytree, because I didn't play it. I had missed some of this feud during the, because I was basically out of video game loop for quite a while because of a lot of life problems. I didn't bring the animals outside. I should do that now. They can sleep outside. They need to eat their foods. And, okay, I think we're good. I think it's time for bed. But, I didn't even talk to anybody today. My wife! Honey, no! I didn't even say good morning. I'm terrible. And my son's asleep, too. But to finish the story, so Natsume has gone on to ruin the name of Harvest Moon, and therefore make it seem like Harvest Moon itself, the Farm Story games, have died because they stopped making good games. They all started sucking, or people convinced themselves that because it says Harvest Moon on it with the cute little font that hasn't changed in like 20 years or however long it's been, is still good, and they're confused. And it's sad because they're thinking, oh, they just got bad. And while at the same time, Marvelous gets into a new marriage with its new husband, Xseed Games, right? Xseed Games. That's the one. They were actually working on the Rune Factory series before Natsume fully stepped away, I think, or fully forced away. I know they did Frontier and Tides of Destiny at the very least before the Great Divorce, excuse me. They started over by giving it a new name in America and the rest of the regions of the world, which is now Story of Seasons. And I think, and we had at least 2, maybe 3 Story of Seasons games on the 3DS, so like they were still making games. They just didn't make them for like the Wii U or anything. It does explain the anime in Story of Seasons. I was confused at first too. I didn't realize it was them at first. No, Story of Seasons is not Rune Factory, but Story of Seasons and Rune Factory are by the same publisher. Or whatever that goes with. Localization publishing and such like that. But they are technically connected as the same series. Rune Factory is more considered a spin-off series of the Story of Seasons / Old Harvest Moon. Like, the first Rune Factory was titled A Fantasy Harvest Moon. Which is why it has a lot of Harvest Moon elements into it. I'm really surprised your cooking is good. So I think because in order to remind the fandom of Harvest Moon that, or to make them aware that Xseed owns the games now, not Natsume, because people don't know, because they don't understand corporate business things. They started, I believe that was the main reason on the Switch, to start off their Switch and PC adventures of Story of Seasons with a remake of their probably most famous entry in the series, The Friends of Mineral Town, which was a remake of one of the PlayStation titles as well, so it was on both systems. I just don't remember the actual name. So it's probably the most remade entry in the series as well. I keep accidentally biting my tongue. And then we got Pioneers of Olive Town, and then you see where all that's going. So now I've went ahead and chewed your guys' ears for like 15 minutes or more on the history of Harvest Moon. So yes, I name it Harvest Moon Month, but it's a celebration of Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, if I end up playing them, sometimes Rune Factories, and other things of that nature. Well, it probably could have been told 10% faster, and also probably 100 times more boring. That I couldn't focus on anything. I'm over here reading the backs of the game boxes to confirm the company names. What are these? What are these? Also, 3D, I just wanted to finish, before I forgot. If I was to say my favorite Harvest Moon game, it was Ramunia. I mean, no one said boring, I said boring. It'd probably be this one, honestly. I have a good bias for this game. I do really enjoy this game's settings, its characters, its mechanics. They could be better. It could be a little less cryptic, but they're fun. I like the focus on the story element of passing of time, even if it is a little bit slow at times. I've never actually fully finished this game. I don't know. And it has Celia in it, which out of all the Harvest Moon waifus is probably my most favorite. Though I do enjoy the expansion of her character and story they gave on the Harvest Moon DS game, which I never streamed or Let's Played, but I felt like doing information on it at some point in the future. But that game is a lot harder to enjoy outside of my bias. Hello, Sammy Sham. I agree. I really enjoyed a lot of the weird and crazy things that you could find in this game. Like, It was back in the day when the internet did not document this game well at all. So it's like, you never know when you were gonna miss something. Ah, you're the cow. You are the... Okay, where's the milk? So... is the bad version of this. I feel like this game's characters are also some of the more fleshed out ones, and the game's less grindy than most Harvest Moons. Like, you get to have a wife in 40 days. Goodness, there's a lot of you in here. Hi, everybody. I didn't even notice. I was too busy telling him Mucinex charged history of Harvest Moon. Sammy's in ham. Oh, okay. It's a shame there are no good piggies in this game. See, I've always been trying to confirm whether or not some of the long-running rumors... oh, that is such an old nickname for me. Not catching cold, are you? How did she know? How did she know I was sick? She knows. That's the thing. Your wife always knows this stuff. I'm telling you guys, wives always know. Anyway. I probably shouldn't have yelled that way. I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I like a lot of the secrets that... Oh, it's winter now. I just realized, because all the mushrooms are gone. I gotta make sure I collect all of these for purpose... Oh, I can't dig today. I honestly don't think you need to wear your mask in chat. It's okay. It's a no mask requirement here. You may live as if your life was still normal and not affected by the sickness that is outside, that I will refuse to name, because we don't speak of negativity here. At least I try not to. Unless we're talking about my gameplay. My gameplay can be pretty bad sometimes. But I always was back when I religiously Let's Played this game, and this is still sort of an extension of that. This is the reason why these streams are kind of in the middle of something every single time, because it is my personal goal to one day on this channel / the YouTube channel to finally get through this game. I have never played it. Well, I don't think you can spread it through text, Sora. I was just saying. But society appreciates your consideration to other people, as I do. I'm also the same. So if we get to the point where sickness is passed through text interactions, I think we are indeed screwed. Is this the Harvest Moon game that had the super long Let's Play? Yep, that's the one. Technically, if I ever get around to editing down the stream recording sections, this is technically a live Let's Play episode if you think about it. Because back in the day, when I used to do this game, because you never know when something was going to happen or when nothing was going to happen. I never knew, so I had to I couldn't grind and do stuff off screen. I had to constantly record. So back in the days when I still dated my ex Wendy, and all I had time for before I had a job again was Let's Playing and recording, I would do at least twice a week. I would record probably an entire season or so in one sitting, or half a season in one sitting. I would record, like, it was like the first, the 5th and the 9th days of the month, I believe, and put them, it was in separate episodes, and then smash all the stuff that happens in between in intros and outros. This is the same save file from, you know what? Real quickly, while we're here trolling down memory lane, let me go to my channel and on YouTube real quick and find out the date of the very first episode of A Wonderful Life for the funds. Let's see. The last time I uploaded to this was back in February. Oh, excuse me. Not counting I also was trying to Let's Play the original first year, because I was not happy with how some of it turned out. Okay, so wow, that's back at Potato. Okay. Okay, so we are going on. Holy crap. It was the first episode of this was published back on February 27th of 2012. That is almost 10 years ago. Have I really been doing YouTube for 10 years? Holy crap, have I really been doing it for 10 years? I'm so old! Why is this happening? It's a wonderful life, everybody! Well, I mean, I've been doing YouTube longer than that, but this is by far the longest running series I've ever had on the channel. Because it's not done! I can't believe I've been doing this long. Harvest Moon's not 10 years just yet, but my YouTube career has been. What was my first Let's Play? What was it? And some of my old recording videos of my old practice Let's Plays were even older, but those aren't have accurate dates. No anniversary. I definitely do. February of 2022 is gonna have to be a very special occasion for this game. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Now that I'm aware, I can't believe. Not this game. Oh, you meant like the channel, not the game specifically. I think, I don't know. You're having a stroke, and I'm not 100% here. Am I full on these? I don't know. Hello, Turtle. How's it going, my man? We just vibing out here? I'm just vibing. See, I thought what if I had moved, but anyway, was I in the middle of a story? I don't remember. Oh, I was explaining that I had to record in massive several hour-long sessions to edit these down to just maybe 1 or 2 episodes. So it got very difficult to keep recording, mostly because I didn't do anything with my life, so I kept running out of stories to tell. I mean, like, everyone kept watching it, and they kept getting feedback. But I've yet to finish this game. Like, how old is this game? 2004? This game is 17 years old. It's almost legal. It's gonna be legal next year. I think I scared everyone away. Something was said in chat by somebody a little bit ago. I missed it under the thing. I didn't know the PS1 version had, like, the hardware sprites help you, artist. I didn't know that. I've been meaning to go and try out. Why am I not getting any bites? Okay, we're going somewhere else. Ain't no fish here. Yo. Oh, let me vibe, bro. Probably one of my favorite songs in this game. It also just works really well with the rain. I used to think Gastifa was a really weird character back in the day. But honestly, I like his vibe in hindsight. I never hated him, but but then again, the whole cast is weird. By the way, anyone wondering to know what that song is, if you ever wanted to look it up, it is called Gastifa's Twilight, just if anyone was interested. I only say that because it took me a very long time to find that. This Let's Play is kind of like my baby in a way, where it's, well, not literally. But I've been playing this game for so long, as we have just found out, it's been nearly 10 years I've been playing this same save file. No, the oldest videos are still there. It should be in the, in a playlist on my YouTube channel, so anyone who ever wanted to binge the last 10 years of my life, you can find it there. I don't know if all the streams have been added to it. The old video, well, it hasn't reached 10 years old yet. It becomes 10 years old in February. February 27th, it'll be 10 years old. It's still technically 9 years right now. But I still have them. I'm not necessarily proud of the quality, because the first 40-something episodes are all recorded. Oh, interesting. Well, then, we're about hit 10 years on the channel. Okay. Yeah, that's coming up in a month. I can't believe that. That's really weird to think about. My channel is much older than that, but I never had anything on it before that first upload. Which I don't even remember what it was. What was my first Let's Play? Oh, it was Mario Kart Double Dash. That's how could I forget? Man, the webcam Let's Plays back then, they were strong. I had the passion, I just did not have the hardware. And then this Let's Play was one of the first ones that just transformed mid-run. Like around episode 45 or something, it changed. And because my sister had, and her now husband, so Gake had bought me my original capture card. Don't have it with me anymore, but it had a very long run. Man, this is really weird. We went from Mucinex fit laughing fits to nostalgia. I always thought of that, but I never could figure out a respectable setup of how to do 3DS. And I just don't know if there's enough games I would Let's Play to justify buying a capture card. Because I'd have to buy a system for it, too. It's just like, I'll try to figure out emulation. I spent the whole day here on the fishing pier. This game's visuals are so pretty. You still vibing with us, Ramirez? Man, see, I want this game with these kind of mechanics and this kind of location remade in the Switch. I say this every single time. Well, maybe not just Switch exclusively. It could be on the PlayStation 4 and 5, be on PC. Honestly, if it was released for the Xbox only, I'd buy an Xbox for it. That's how much I would play a remaster of this game, but in this same style, but fleshed out. Because there's something about this art style that, for its period, feels as close to realistic as it could be outside of character design, which is all cutesy and stuff. Like, I don't understand. I gush about this art style all the time. All the time. I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it for 10 years, almost. 9.5 years. I've been gushing about this game's art style. The camera is completely free. I have never tried to do that like that. I terrified myself. Please don't eat me. Do I have eggs for you? You have. Take this, sir. Muffa? Muffa. I don't remember all the voices I gave them, so I apologize to anyone in post who was disappointed by my lack of consistent voices today. But I also haven't spoken to anything but him, so but I would kill to have this game in any kind of newer art style. Honestly, if they wanted to, they could just port it straight as is. I honestly think, other than probably some fine tweaking. Welcome back, Ramirez. Other than some fine tweaking, I feel like this game could still graphically hold up today, because it's not trying to replicate anything too well. I feel like it does whatever it's trying to do super well, and I enjoy it. I'll always enjoy this game. Even when I someday finish this Let's Play, it'll be my legacy. And I could just grind it out, but that's, like, where's the fun in that? One day I'll finish it. Because I finished it on my sister's file. The female version of this game, the girl version, called Another Wonderful Life, much easier to finish that game, because you only have 1 year per chapter. This game has multiple years per chapter to flesh out your life, because at the end of the game, maybe I shouldn't say it. Oh, I'm sorry, Ramirez. I'm not laughing at you, I can't control emotions right now. Cows give a special kind of milk right after they give up the birth. It's mother's milk. It has extra nutrients. Thanks, eyebrows. Let's play territory capture. Yo, look at him go! He's cruising! Look at him move! Good evening. I'm not too good in the winter, so I try not to go out. He says as he skedaddles through town. Tree of Tranquility. Oh gosh, Tree of Tranquility. One day when I beat this game, it will be my legacy. I want to finish Tree of Tranquility someday. Over the rainbow, way up high. I gotta go back and I gotta go finish the Rune Factory games. I gotta go back and finish Tree of Tranquility. The only thing I really need to do in that game is get married. And that's a lot harder. Because it's just a grind to get married. Just like in real life, you just gotta grind. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. When was the last time? I don't think I've ever streamed Tree of Tranquility. Not Tree of Tranquility. I streamed Animal Parade, sometime within the last 6 months, I think. The Tree of Tranquility, I don't think I've ever streamed. Oh, you came for a game, did you? You come for a game? Alright, Patrick, let's go. Patrick's the difficult one. Because he lets me go first. And that terrifies me. No, I know how to do it. You go first. Okay, I gotta... Alright, I'm gonna have to... I didn't mean to do that. Well, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, this isn't good. He's on the move. Don't do it! Okay, good. Shoot! That is not what I wanted. But I made it work. Oh boy! Crap, I tried to block him off. Got a few more. I'm the champion! When was the last time when is the last time... Let's have another look into the depths of the channel. Can the F key not work, please? Thank you. The last time I uploaded anything for Tree of Tranquility was a month over a year ago at October 8th of 2016 at part 95 was the last time we touched on Tree of Tranquility. Champion as always. What the? I lost? Ugh, you really beat me good this time. I gotta come back for the homies. For the Harvest Moon homies, I need to return. I just wish I had more time. I'll get you back in the rematch. What was I doing in 2016? Oh, that was when I was finally starting to... I was still living in Jersey then, and my life was just a whirlwind of confusion. There was a brief period of time... That was like before I fully started streaming. I've been meaning to go back and try do streams of Tree of Tranquility as well, the same way I've been doing it for this. Everyone hated 2016. I feel like everyone says that about every year we've had since a certain year, and we just get progressively worse. Every year has its silver linings, but I feel like every year is just still progressively worse than the last. As difficult as that is to say and to swallow. Oh, I didn't mean to... What year are we in? I don't know. Honey! What year is it? She's probably just tired of my antics at this point. No, I haven't been saving. I'm supposed to save. Oh, Celia, if only you were real in real life, you'd probably leave me too. Let's be honest here. It's like everything else. Ugh. A lot of my life halfway through of 2017 is all kind of a blur. Honestly, I feel confused that like the life while I was dating other people has been so blurry. I'm really surprised your cooking is good. Being roasted by my wife. Why is the alarm like a school? I thought Celia passed out. She passed the fuck out. She's gone. You know something interesting? I mean, you might be able to tell it based on maybe some characterization, mannerisms and stuff. But since, obviously, you can see how long ago I've played this game in my life. Celia was actually... It's actually kind of interesting how this works out. Celia was actually kind of the early building blocks for a lot of the early personality for Aqua. A lot of elements of Aqua are based off of Celia in a certain way. Aqua's original hair design was kind of inspired by Celia. Good morning, Dad. I wonder if Vestas Field has grasshoppers. I don't know, but Dad's pocket's got an egg. I want it. Take it, son. So, a number of Aqua's personality traits kind of came from Celia. Not all of them, but, just a little tidbit for you. All of my waifus to make the ultimate one. I wouldn't necessarily go that. Where are my apples? There we go. Hey, son. That's not necessarily true. But a lot of my earlier writing stuff was affected by some of my Harvest Moon waifus. There's a couple in my stories that have characters based off of Harvest Moon characters, at least in design, not so much in character entirely. Yo, the snow's setting in. It's like real life. But you know, the field is still wet. Can I get over there to wash the grave? Can I do that? I don't remember if I have washed the grave. Yeah, what am I thinking? But that's the thing. Like, I'll explain more of it when I get to it in my story. I want to make a Aqua-based story for those who don't know her. Nina's resting peacefully here. Hey, good morning. I see you came to visit Nina's grave. Would you help clean it up a little? Yo, I get to do that. That's cool. I haven't done that in forever. Oh, well then, be my guest. So I'll try to talk the story while I'm over here. So Aqua's character... Here's how to do it. Press the A button to polish the tombstone. You can't rush. Do it nice and gentle. But you can't slack off. You have 60 seconds to do it. Are you ready? Aqua definitely didn't start off as a waifu of mine. She definitely didn't start off that way. Like, elements of her still are. But, her character was never meant to be a character just to be a match to mine. She had different small purposes in her story, but she was a character I had created for a minor purpose, never fully fleshed out, and then started fleshing her out a lot more when I was pairing her with the Rim from that story, but it'll be able to a far future thing. And then it didn't even happen, because... So... Time's up! Did I finish? I was almost done.
How nice of you. That's enough for me. Thank you.
Yo, I got talked to by a ghost.
Oh, good job. My wife will be very happy. Thank you.
You know, would be happy if you were to tend to her grave. Why is it B with just the letter B? That's kind of dark. I mean, it is. This game doesn't shy away. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this before, Mel. It's like Galen has an entire character, well, entire arc devoted to how depressed he is over his wife. He's depressed for an entire chapter. Now, in the girl version, that accumulates to 40 days. But since the first chapter is one of the longer chapters, I believe it is the 2 or 3 year chapter, sorry, the second chapter, that's a long time for Galen to be depressed. Rightfully so as well. But still. It's a good thing for him to heal. Why am I hungry? Got any food? Yo, apple! Apple! I don't know why I say these things the way I do. The Mucinex is starting to drain out of my... Hello. Apple! The Mucinex starting to drain out of my head and into my nose. So now I'm just starting to sound all stuffy and congested. I haven't cleaned Nina's grave in forever. But I also haven't played this game in forever, so by extension, anything in this game I haven't done in forever. I hate leaving games unfinished, but I also had the bad decision of making a... You get out of here! The bad decision of making a bunch of my Let's Plays freaking Harvest Moon ones that don't have definitive ends. Tree of Tranquility does have a definitive end, though. And that's married life and kids, but it's just a grind set. I think the thing is, as a kid, I started to think possibly that Harvest Moon games really kind of shaped how I felt about relationships in general. Like growing up, it's like you don't have any experience. I didn't go to public school, so I never had a lot of great social skills. I felt like I always knew how to treat a lady right, but at the same time, I had It's not like in real life you can just give gifts to people you barely know and then all of a sudden, boom, that's how friendships formed. But, like... Sorry. I should have muted the mic. But, like, I don't know. I guess part of it was, like, setting expectations for people. You know, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. But, like... I always felt like I knew how to necessarily treat people right. It was a matter of more so finding someone to treat right, I guess. I've always treated people right, but like... I don't know. I guess that doesn't always go one-way street. I think when people say things like nice guys finish last, they don't necessarily mean nice guys don't ever get things that make them happy or whatever. I think it just literally means nice guys just get treated like crap by average people because they're more accepting of people's faults. They're more compassionate to people. By that form, their kindness is a form of a weakness. It is something that is exploited. It is a sad thing, and I don't agree. I feel like someone's happiness is someone's kindness is always an important thing. In my opinion, it's a strength, but nice guys, I think, finish last because... No! I didn't... No! Oh, no! This isn't good. No, that's not the moral of the story, no. It's just a lot easier. To be taking advantage of, sadly, for, your good nature. But there's plenty of jerks in the world. What is going on? I can't walk over the dirt. How do I get... Okay, I think I need to use the hoe. Now, sometimes you could cut these down or smush them down, and they turn into they turn into the crop if it was close enough. But I guess that was a glitch, maybe. I haven't gotten to experience the farming stuff yet. I haven't been able to get any of it yet. I think it's a naturally good idea. I think it's kind of cute. And when it seems that Animal Crossing has basically just become make yourself pretty screenshots to show off to your friends simulator. It makes sense for them to add crops because, you know, people were already doing that on their own by doing things like, say, getting the watermelon patterned beach balls and the other plants and making their own crops. So adding the ability to get their own seems like a no-brainer. And the fact that they actually have a purpose, other than just being made for collectibles, is kind of cool. I don't know what the heck. I've been joeing all over the place. I think it's a good thing. I feel like I don't know if it was necessarily planned. Now we can canonically kill things. That just raises the question about the octopus, though, because you have octopus neighbors, but you also can catch octopus, and then we just raised the moral questions of that. Where did Mufa go? Mufa. I guess the moral story is if you're a nice person, or maybe you don't think you're supposed to be nice, but you're just nice to people, just be mindful of how other people treat you. Like, I put up with a lot of people that treated me badly because I thought it was better to be the bigger person to be nice to those people. Like with my exes. Like, my exes did not always treat me very well. They Sometimes they were very affectionate, very nice, and other times they were very horrible to me. And I could have treated them any one way, and people probably wouldn't have said anything. I still treated them the same way that I would have liked to be treated. And I do not think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but you need to be aware of your own kindness to other people, and to not let people use that against you. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I should just finish that thought. What the frick was that? My gosh, I thought that was a creature. It was just the freaking block that was having the wires thing put in. See, dating can be a happy thing. It can be a sad thing. It can be a stressful thing. I feel like you should do what makes you feel happy in that sense, where it's like, if you're happier being alone or just being with friends, that's fine. If you're happy being with someone else, dependent on someone, that's fine too. It's always good to be able to be content being with yourself, since you can't always control if there's another person in your life. So it's always important to be happy with yourself. But honestly, the best type of people are the ones you don't necessarily go searching for. It's the ones that just kind of happen naturally. Now, I thought both of my past relationships kind of happened naturally, but, you know, it's not always the case. And sometimes there's just no amount of work you can put into a relationship that'll fix something that's not good. So it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm not the best person to give relationship advice to, but I'm also the one who is allegedly writing a dating book. I took a 4-hour, sorry, not 4, I took a 12-hour Mucinex at 5 p.m., so I'm good till 5 a.m. I would disagree, Melts, to be fair. You guys really probably think otherwise of me, because you probably think, oh, he does the streaming, and he's been doing Let's Playing for almost 10 years, as we found out. He's got to be really good at socializing and stuff. He must make all kinds of friends and all that. No, it's not like that at all in real life. Like, I'm really good at... I think the reason why I took to streaming so easily is because I started streaming with the mindset of pretending to be to be considering a stream like a recording in a way, where it's like I'm talking to the same imaginary person but treating them like they're a real person the whole time. Like, I would always talk to the camera as if the camera was like a friend of mine that I was explaining stuff to or telling about my day or whatever. And then I translated that to streaming as well. And then it's way easier to also, when you, and I'm not saying people were or weren't my friends. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, there is that line between streamer and viewer, and it's like, most of you I've known so long, as long as some of my other real-life friends, I would still consider you friends anyway. But not just because you guys are here all the time. It's a lot more than just, oh, you're in my stream, you're my friend. It's like, I try to be nice to everybody. I'm not necessarily friends with everybody. But, like, what I'm saying is like, my social skills, pretty bad. They've gotten better over time. I could never feel like I could approach, say, a woman casually and try and make conversation. Now, if I was to know a woman, I could make conversation casually, but breaking that ice is difficult for me. Like, once I get to know someone, by the way, hello, Ness, but we don't appreciate that heresy here. But, once I've broken that ice, I'm really good at communication with people, unless I just don't like you. But the amount of people I dislike is very, very small. Also, I didn't realize that Sammy had followed. If you're still here, Sammy, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I don't have notifications up. But, it takes... I've been very introverted a lot of my life. Like, I'm sure a lot of people understand. That's why I took to Let's Playing and stuff, because it's like... It was a great distraction at the time of my life where I needed a good one. it made me feel like I was talking to friends, even if I didn't have any. It's like, I mean, I still had friends even when I started Let's Playing, but it was like, I would feel like I was talking to a friend all the time, you know? So it was made it very easy. I tried to be informative, like I was explaining to someone, someone who hadn't played something before. I don't know. So it made it seem like I was a natural at getting to know people in stream. Stream's a lot easier because you have that barrier of protection. It's just text-based conversation, for the most part. But I'm also not very social in real life. But I also still managed to, with those barriers in mind, still managed to get girlfriends. Granted, it wasn't really easy. A lot of them kind of just came into things. Now, neither of those relationships necessarily ended well. But that's not necessarily to say it's the same for everybody. I just had made some bad decisions. And certain people did not, were not really who they said they were at the beginning, or they just simply changed over time very dramatically. Into something that into someone I definitely would not have had the same interest in beforehand. But because I am the type of person I am, I give those people a benefit of doubt. I'm stuck on a person that no longer existed, and therefore was trying to keep trying to be the better person, because I assume the person I still cared about was in there somewhere, and perhaps they were not, or perhaps they were never there, and it's difficult. Sounds like I need a drink. Baby, I'm sick, so I do meet friends at work. Now, I don't always make friends at work. It depends on the situation. Like, when I first started at Kroger's, when I moved back from Jersey, I barely had any friends because they were all much younger than me, and that communication gap was difficult. They were all into Fortnite, and at the time, I had no idea what that was, so I could not even begin to relate to these kids. In my previous job at Amazon, I had a couple of acquaintances and friend-like people, not close friends, excuse me, but I've lost contact with them over the years. Chick-fil-A, when I worked there, I had some good friends, but because of the move, I've lost contact with a lot of them. My last job, before my current one, I had really good friends there. I had some really bad ones, some really bad coworkers, but some really good friends, and I still hang out with them from time to time. You might see them in chat sometimes. The usernames Noble Coble and McBeam. Those are two of my friends from my last job. And I kind of got to know both of them because I was actually training both of them. So when you're training someone, you end up having a lot of time to gab and converse. One of them I bonded with because he was really big into Nintendo-based stuff. Which in a world of adults, that's kind of a rarity, it felt like. And, ironically, Persona 5 when he came back to work. And then, my other friend, Beam, he, I don't know. We didn't have a lot of massive similarities in terms of interests, but we just were two people that enjoyed each other's company, and we always had something to say to each other. We were always hearing or learning something new from each other. So while we didn't we had some common interests, we were mostly gaining interests from each other, if that made sense. Like, he was one of the ones that convinced me to play Red Dead Redemption 2, and if I hadn't, I never would have understood how good of a game that is. Oh, I get what you're saying 100%, Melt. It's like, sometimes it's like, it's like, I do wish I was better at socializing, I think. I feel like if I know people, I'm pretty good at socializing. You're going to the Renaissance Festival? That's a thing. Like, I wish I was better at socializing, but I mostly wish I was better at socializing with people I don't know. Like, so I think what I wish I was better at was ice breaking. I wish I was better at getting to know people initially, because I'm pretty comfortable with getting to know people I already know. But if I don't know you, it's really hard to initially get into the conversation, especially if, in my opinion, you're of the opposite sex. Must have been hard in school. I was homeschooled, so there we go. It would have been. Good night, Sora. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to clear my sinuses, so I'm going to actually mute the webcam for just a second. One moment. Wait, where's the mic? 1 moment, please. Okay, well, I didn't actually manage to clear anything out of my head. I just made a lot of noise, which would not have been fun to listen to, so... I could feel it in my ears when I was blowing my nose, and it was hurting. Ugh. I need some decongestant, probably. Ow. Even with the headphones on, my ears still hurt. That is true. There is no festivals or power berries. I do wish there was. But energy's never really been so much of a concern. I don't even know if you can pass out in this game. I've never had it happen. And I tried. It was my mom that homeschooled me my whole life. Up until about my 11th or 12th grade. And then I started doing a lot of my own self-teaching through my school books and stuff. I didn't have like a professional tutor or anything. Which, because of that, at times I feel like I didn't get my full education, because while my mom was intelligent and could teach me things out of the books pretty well, family life was hard, and they weren't full-fledged teachers, so it was still difficult at times. Oh, my darling Celia, welcome to the world of the waking again. I feel like I only passed high school because I was too old to go through it again. I mean, I passed at a normal age. I didn't get held back or anything, but... I'm really very surprised your cooking is good. Honey, why do you keep saying that? It's wonderful. For me? Thank you, I'm very happy. Oh, excuse me. So this has been... Oh, hello, Eric. Well, good morning. Good morning, Dad. Dad, is farm work fun? It's fun. I knew it. I want to be a farmer, too. I hope so. It'll be my greatest pride to have my son take over Petra Ranch. Take it, son. I don't really like eggs myself. I believe I am... I want to say I'm in year 3 of chapter 3, but I'm not 100% sure. Want some milk, my son? Oh, Dad, is that... You want it? Can I have it? Thank you. Milk's taste depends on the cow. I want to say year 3, chapter 3. Wait. We're only in year 2, chapter 3? Oh boy. Parents just usually want the best for their kids, even if their kids don't want the best for themselves, or just want to do something that they feel is a different best than their parents' best, and we have communicational problems. Luckily, my parents were understanding in a certain degree. Did they not? Okay, well, none of you ate anything. Fantastic. So there's no eggs! Thing is, I just don't know what to do. Man, seeing all the snow is making me feel cold. I mean, I already am cold, but... I understand. I feel like a lot of parents in this day and age just really don't. Parents of kids that were born around the year 2000 or within the late 90s and early 2000s, I feel like are just really out of touch parents. You would have thought. But I feel like also there's just a matter of parents are always out of touch. My parents were out of touch when I was your age, Melts. They're more in touch now, but like it takes parents so long to get back on the retouch. Like, my mom is super understanding of my sister's things, but she was not understanding of mine when I was their age. So, parents got a slower learning curve, which kind of sucks, especially because, you know... Well, that doesn't help. Well, my mom is, my mom and dad are around mid-50s, so... I think it's not always necessarily just your age, and also just your mindset. It depends on how you want to do things, and how if you're willing to learn and adapt. And most people just aren't, at least to an extent. Berry toe growing soon to be harvested. I think there's 3 years in this chapter. This might be the longest chapter. For a second, I thought we were going to be super close to finishing the chapter, but... no. So we're pretty far into this chapter. I mean, honestly, we're over halfway done. And I say this every time I want to try and get into playing this more. And I do truly mean it. I just always have so much on my plate and never enough time to do everything. God, I look at this... You know what? Like, this is one of those games where it's music, it's visuals... A few fruits like grapes. This game, just seeing the visuals, the sounds, the looks, well, the music, it always is so nostalgic for me. It reminds me of what I was doing in my life when I first started playing this game, longer than 10 years ago. Probably on the verge of 13 or 14 years, maybe. I'm not sure. And it's like, I got a sense of cold, a chill through my legs that reminded me of when I would walk through the snow in my old houses, in my old rooms where I would play this game in, and just zone out to certain music that I used to listen to in that time. It's like the association of memories. Treasures, like Peanut Butter Gamer always says about this game. No, real life grapes grow on vines, but they wanted to. They probably didn't have the ability to make. It was probably easier to make grape trees and grape vines in the coding. Treasures. It's weird how nostalgic this game is. Like I'm feeling a chill from outside, and it's reminding me of the same kind of cold I felt when I would play this game years ago, because I go around and it feels nostalgic. It really is, because like this game, that's one of the things that this Harvest Moon game that others don't really do. it has a lot of ambionic sounds that even when there is no music, it just, you can hear the sound of the rushing winds, the babbling brook, the birds, the bugs, sometimes the animals. Sometimes you might hear the fish flop, which is an interesting thing. I miss it when that's what I mean. This game, especially if they don't remaster it in the same way that this game handles it, I don't think it'll ever be as good. Because this to me, this game is one of, it's not a perfect game. Well, I don't know. It's easier to make it on Tree than it is to code in grapevines for a single game. Plus, this is one of the earlier 3D ones. Like, I will concede that this game is not perfect at all. Like, it's not. But I love it. It does so much right. I also remember I have to actually, come on, eat that up, boy. The game has good vibes. It has good atmosphere. I think it has a very good cast. I always wish for more dialogue in these type of games, because when you want to spend so much time in a world like this... Ah, my girl Lumina, how are you? Good morning. Something white falls from the sky in this season. Exciting. Oh boy, you child. Honestly, when I first played this game, she was my first crush, Lumina. I thought she was super cute. But because of the GameCube version, she's not actually eligible, because she's technically borderlining a minor in that game. Why they tweaked it in the PS2 version was a little weird, because she still looked like a minor, but you know. The sequel, the DS, was not nearly as good in terms of its execution. I think their logic in certain other Hardware Sphere games is that the vines would grow on the trees. But that's still kind of weird. I do hope... I feel like this game would be really hard to... Oops, I was going to put it away, but whoops. I feel like this game would be hard to perfect, because it's like... What makes it good in my mind is not something that is just easily replicatable. I wouldn't hate it if they attempted it. I would really, really enjoy it, and I would love to try it. Wait, sweet, is that for me? Thanks a bunch. Nostalgia is a curse when nothing can beat it. And this game, for me, oozes such a heavy amount of nostalgia that it would be extremely hard to ever recapture the same magic. Because then you'd be upset if something was changed too much. This would probably be the game I would nitpick the most. But I still would like a remaster of it. But I'd be way too picky with how I would want it. Right, the PS2 version does have the post-game. One of the few things that this game truly needed. But honestly, by the time you finish this game's story, I feel like you're not going to want to play it anymore. In my personal opinion, because of how much time it sinks. Like, look at me! I've been playing this one on the channel for 10 years! Well, Harvest Goddess is referred and mentioned. I think the game has 6 or 7 chapters? I don't remember. I think there's, yeah, six chapters. And we're in, I believe, chapter... near the end of chapter 3. So we're nearly halfway through the game, which is weird to say. I think. If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, you missed us chatting a little bit about it earlier, Ramirez, but I've been playing this game on the channel for almost 10 years. That'll explain the end of your Leslie. And only on Chapter 3. To be fair, Chapter 3 is probably the bulkiest chapter in the game. It's hard to find the time to do this. Didn't know this game was longer than every Xenoblade. Goodbye. Oh, my friend. My friend. Oh, we're just getting started here, buddy boy. The chapters actually get shorter as the time passes. They just make the chapters where your kids are kids longer to savor the childhoodness of things longer. Oh, man, bug off. It also would help if I played more than once or twice a year, you know? I mean, if I was playing regularly, like maybe once a month like I was for a while, so much for they grow up so fast, it would be quicker. Because every year in game is only 40 game days. It's not that long. I just have to stay on it. If I was to stream this game once a month at the very least, it wouldn't be that bad. But I always forget. I'm always busy. And for the longest time, I actually had a hard time with my equipment being jacked up. Yeah, I hated it when this game would interrupt you to do things. For announcements. Not that there was much going on anyway, but still. I really don't truly understand why I'm fishing. I don't know why I do any of these things. The hard part is, it's hard to get through this game when the majority of the gameplay is me talking about things while I'm just doing monotonous tasks that I don't even technically need to do. I'm already so rich that I'll never need anything again. And we're not even halfway through. That's not what the game's about. I wish it was the game about. The game is flawed, but it's still one of my favorites. I can't deny. Well, see, and this is where we are. This is what, like, I can obviously get through this on my own personal time if I wanted to, while I'm vibing to music, or let's say listening to an audiobook or whatever, something that would allow me to multitask. This game is really great for emptying your head. Now it makes it difficult for content. Wow, Twitch, thanks a lot. But, and we'll probably play this game at least one more time sometime this month when I'm not feeling as sick. Maybe near the end of the month. Not the PlayStation 2 version, on the PS4. Though I did kind of want to turn that into some kind of a mini-series. But I just haven't had the time, obviously. Whenever I do things like freaking Dragon's Quest, and it just takes a million years. It does. That's the thing is, like, this game gives me memories of that. I used to play this type of game when I was sick, like as a kid. I'd cozy up with Harvest Moon, a nice hot bowl of tomato soup, and a grilled cheese, and that was how I would spend some of my winter days. I always play a lot of, in real life, well, not lately, since I started doing streaming regularly, and work dictates my life, but when I was younger, like, kid, late teenager years, Harvest Moon was one of my favorite ways to spend cozy winters, was to curl up, keep warm, and just, you know, enjoy the farm life. And I think these games have kind of romanticized in my head the idea of family life. It made me want it so badly. And it's not even for just things like, you know, pleasure or anything like that. It's just like that cozy happiness you have with just having a nice, happy, simple life with someone. To me, that was something that's something that I really look for. I guess that's why when I play these games, I always go for the more homey, cozy wives like Celia or some of the other ones. You know what I mean. Or Ellie and stuff. Though, granted, I don't think Ellie is really the cozy, quiet wife type in her game anyway, but she kind of is. Kind of is, kind of isn't. Hot cocoa without milk. That sounds fantastic right now. Especially because of how cold my feet are getting. The Nintendo 64 Ellie is okay. Boneless Cocoa. Cowless Cocoa. I would hope Cocoa was boneless. I don't know. I just associate this game with so many childhood memories. It'll always be one of my favorite memories, favorite games, solely for the nostalgia alone. It's hard to believe I've been playing this game for 10 years on the channel. I'm not even done. This game will be weird to actually have finished. It won't feel right. It really won't. Like, milk is just bone juice. Oh, why? It scientifically is boneless. That's what I mean. If you really want to ever see a time capsule of my personality and character throughout the years, just put freaking my Let's Play of this game on loop. Boneless chicken or just chicken nuggets. Part of me wants to look back through them myself. I don't hold like Tree of Tranquility and such in the same light as I do this game, because Tree of Tranquility was more of a popular game then, and I was trying to branch out, do more voices and stuff, and kind of force myself to finish that game because I hadn't finished it on my own. The Hey You Pikachu. I gotta finish it myself. I wonder if I still have the cartridge. I should go and check for it before the stream is over. The Wii games had more to do, but the thing is, the Wii games really would pull me in into the rut more. This game really is not very rutty because there's not much to do in it. So you can literally do whatever the heck you want, and it doesn't really have much of an effect on anything. Just remember to water your crops. Speaking of which, I gotta go do that now. Hatanko! Come to me! Well, granted, there's more to do in Tree of Tranquility. There's more of a plot to strive for. Wait, really? In terms of episodes? I've been streaming this game, though. Unlike Tree of Tranquility, I've still been streaming this game regularly. Well, not regularly. I've been ongoing, anyway, for the last... Like, this game's stuff, while it has been a slow crawl like peanut butter out of the freezer, it has still been coming out. Whereas Tree of Tranquility has been on a indefinite hiatus. Now, not to say that I want it to, but I just don't have the time anymore. Life was extremely different for me. So much more of my life goes to work now. Like, Let's Plays filled in the boredom. Tree of Tranquility has a few more videos. Ah, okay. All the streams may not be in the playlist because I may have only put them in the playlist once I edited them down. I'm still playing Animal Parade, but that series I had the good notion of completely doing stream only, and would maybe one day edit down into episode format. But not currently. But I don't have time to edit things into episodes anymore. I don't have the infinite amount of time. No wonder big streamers pay editors to do the videos for them. They don't have time. They're too busy actually playing the games that people want to see. Now, if I was doing it as a job, you betcha I'd be putting a lot of time into the YouTube videos, because I feel like if you guys wanted to see them, I would want to provide them. Because to be honest, I still miss making them. There was a bit of fun with doing things like figuring out how to edit the photos for thumbnails before I had Mr. Meatface / Piggle doing most of it when I still did thumbnails. Oops. But I miss a lot of the process of it. Magic and music, Harvest Moon. Wait, what? I've been meaning to play Magical Melody as well, but I've also been trying to cut down the amount of Harvest Moon content I have before I start doing even more. Granted, Harvest Moon Month is one of those excuses for me to start one-offs of things and see if people actually want to see them. Because Harvest Moon games are so long, and I don't have time to stream them as much as I like. I'm getting more stuffy as I'm talking, I've noticed. Time to sleep. I don't have any water. Ugh. The crazy is leaving my head with the mucus. I mean, it's still stuck in there, you know, but it's getting colder. Ah, yes, Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei. I am aware, though I have not played the other one I bought, so I probably will not be picking it up on launch. I'm living in Forget Valley my whole life. Too, right? Forgotten Valley, as Doctor tells us. Shin Megami Tensei. You don't even know all the housework. There's something to help with the housework too, you know. People should always do their fair share and help out. The skin of oranges and potatoes is great for sucking up any excess oil. Guess you learn a few things by being married. That's wonderful. For me, thanks. I'm so happy. Honey, how did you get all the housework done in, like, 5 minutes? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about the Pokemon remakes. I don't know if I feel excited for them or not. I might pick them up secondhand and used, just to not give Nintendo the money, but I honestly feel like that might be a waste of time anyway. I just don't know if I think it's gonna be good or not. If I was in the Wonderful Life game, man, I'd just do what I'm doing now, man. I'd just have that happy life. I'd marry Celia, I'd have kids, and I mean, I'd be living the dream, man. Wonderful Life's one of my favorite game locale. Like, honestly, people say pick a game that you like to live in. This game would probably be one of my top choices because I just love the cozy, comfy feeling of this game. And I just love the locale. It's a beautiful place. It's got a little bit of everything, too. I don't know if the cow keeps making milk. Wrong one. Oh, right. Monster Rancher is getting a re-release, isn't it? So many games are getting remasters nowadays. Oh, hold on. I gotta feed the cow in here, and she's gonna get sick. I forgot. We isolated the cow. God, I'm a bad pet owner. Well, that wasn't a male cow. That was just a non-pregnant one. I think this might be the last game day today. What time? What game? How far are we in? We're in the 4th of winter. You know what? Let's just keep going and see what happens. I won't make any promises yet. Here's another chilly day. Heck yes it is, honey. Give me some sugar. Actually, you probably shouldn't. I'm probably contagious. Ow! That was really loud in my own ears. Hey, Big Al, how's it going? Like Otis. Have I ever told the story of the cat Big Al? This little old boy down here. I don't know if I ever told the story of his real life counterpart, or even the dogs for that matter. The dog's not really as special, but like Big Al, he gets his name directly from real life cat we used to have in our house called Big Al when I was a kid. He was a big, like he was like a, well, not big, not like a huge, but like he was a big, full adult, very fierce, fluffy, but like thick in the muscular way type of angry black boy cat. He was a fighter. He was a scrapper. We have a new friend. Come quickly.
Come here, come here.
I guess my story will have to wait. Because it's baby time! Wait, what? This is the right color. Thinking of a good name. It's a girl, so it's gotta be something really cute.
She's gonna need a really cute name.
Oh my lord. But he was a very loving cat. He was a fighter. He was a scrapper. Did I do seed fusion yet? Yes, I have. Windolin? That sounds like a good idea. It'll probably end up being sold, so Windolin is fine for now. Windolin it is. Windolin is our new temporary cow. I'm gonna have to cut the eye out since it's silent anyway. I love the naming music. Windolin, that's a good name. Let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
Windolin, we'll put Windolin into the calf hutch. I'll put it inside for you.
I'll put the baby inside for you.
I know, I don't know where, I haven't seen the goat since chapter 1. I didn't buy it right away, and I haven't seen it returned since. Where's our sheep? Where's our sheep? Jeffrey! Jeffrey! Where's all of my animals? Yo, here he is. Boy, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you're dirty. But anyway, our boy Big Al, we named him that because he was just a stray for a while. He didn't have a proper name. And we named him. Because of a scar he had on his head. He had gotten in a fight with some of the boy neighbor cats. And he got into a fight so bad that it split his skull open a little bit, like his forehead. Now, we didn't have the money to treat him. We were a family with babies and whatnot, so we weren't, but he was fine. He was a strong boy. Sorry. And he was just really strong. His scar had eventually healed, but he still had a marking on his head where it was. And he was a fighter. He defended the house all the time. And the only thing that happens, we never knew what happened to him, because one day when we were setting up to move, he had basically abandoned the family. He had disappeared. No one ever knew what happened to him. He never died, at least not with us. But he just kind of ran away one day, and he never came back. And it was a very big shame. He was my favorite cat for the longest time. But my dad had named him Big Al after, I believe it was Al Capone, which I believe was had a scar, and that's why he named him that. That's not good. Cats that are fully domesticated shouldn't be abandoned like that. The cow colors depend on father and mother codes. I think I did know that. I wish crops were a lot easier to manage in this game. Like, if we had the crop watering can that could water multiple at a time, like the Roman can was supposed to do. We have a purple strawberry called a cultivated land. A berryto, very sour. Which of these cows is the baby? Is it this one? I need the baby milk. It's this one. Gotta remember to take care of the baby. Luna or Moon. Interesting. Right. Oh yeah, I saw you mention that dog in the in Discord today. You did mention that. Not that I remember that. This brown cow is watching the baby cow. There we go. She was black and very sneaky. I think black cats are beautiful. I know a lot of people don't like them because they're bad luck and stuff, but I always thought the black cats are very beautiful. They have a nice sleek mane. What the dog doing? The building that has no purpose. It's just there to look good. You can, I think in a certain chapter you get to unlock the ability to tear it down and make a little chicken fence so the chickens can not run around all over the place while you're trying to let them feed. But I felt that it's such a pain to take them in and out just to save a little bit of feed that I just always feed them inside and never take them outside. Because why would I want to do that over and over and over and over again every day to the day I die? There's no reason why I would want to do that. So I don't do it. I still enjoy this game. I don't think there'll ever come a time when I will actually dislike this game or dislike playing it. I do dislike the fact that it's been taking so long of my life to finish it. On this channel, I have gone through 2 girlfriends in the span of this thing, and I'm still not done. I'm barely halfway. Creepypasta sound effect, go. Not really, you just gotta look up this sound effect later online and make it your ringtone. Or a text tone. Could you imagine? All of a sudden, like, you know, have someone from like you don't like or you don't like to hear from, and their text or call is just that sound, and you start freaking out. Creepy as... Man, this series is like memory. You want to stream the sound things to scare Ramirez. I would just title it Mining Creepypasta. The laughing is hurting my ears. Fools. Now, I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow. I'm hoping I feel better by stream time tomorrow. But I cannot promise I will stay in good condition. I would try. I would try to take good care of myself. And I'm not going to work because I'm contagious. I don't want to get my coworkers and customers sick. And nobody wants that. I don't want that. I will just miss making money. I need money. 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 I'm talking funny. I don't know if I've ever... I don't know if I've ever streamed this game sick before. Or recorded it. Interesting thing. I have recorded it cold before. Now that I remember, because like the longer I play, the more I remember. I used to record and play this a lot in the winter times when I used to live at me and my dad's old house when I got kicked out of my mom's house. And because all I had to do then was nothing but free time, so I made lots of videos back then. That was when I had nothing but time. And I wish I still had that time in a way. But I had did a lot. But that house was always very cold. It was always very cold in the winter. So I associate cold feet when I play this game. It's not so bad. Like, if you find a job that you like, and you would think, oh, I don't want to do things like retail. Who likes retail? No one likes retail. Or, for example, anyway, or fast food. But, like, there are positions in those areas, such as fast food or retail, that you can like. And you can get an enjoyment out of. Not necessarily from the job, but through the pay and sometimes through your coworkers, because you're going to have to go interact with coworkers no matter what job you work, whether you like them or not. And if you can find a good batch of coworkers, and honestly, people nowadays are not nearly as much of an a-hole as they were when I was growing up, so it would be a lot easier to bond with said people. It's also very possible you could get put in with a group of people that just you can't vibe with, and that happens. And sometimes it's worth looking around, you know? Like my old job at Myers, I hated working there, but the coworkers were so great, and the job was so easy, I loved that job. For that reason. Hello, honey. Am I feeling okay? Not really. I need lots of love and attention, and probably chicken noodle soup or something. Coworkers, 100%. Yes, honey, I'm Camp. Please, I'm tired. I need your help. Blaze, she knows me too well. I said that earlier. Yeah, coworkers can make or break a job. So, because once my coworkers started leaving that job that I mentioned, the job became literal hell. Because one of my coworkers was a real piece of work. I've mentioned it on stream before. Not by actual name, Matt Roush, but he made that job a miserable experience, and my managers. Probably not, because my lack of social skills hurt me a lot at first too, and then eventually, you know, once you realize you're all kind of the same, you start to open up to them, and it's like, it's a gradual thing. That is fun work, Farmer. Why ask? I like animals. I thought it might be try being a farmer too. Sebastian's really tall. He's so cool. What would that be? What would that be, Ness? Sebastian's really tall. Animals are so cute. Yes, they are. Sometimes I feel like people don't like me. That's me too, buddy, and it happens. Well, I guess that's true. That's a pretty difficult one that you could probably do. You have to plan it out. It'd be an easier game to stream than the Let's Play. That wasn't so cute. What if Casey likes his older sister? What? Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me that Patrick's a girl? That's pretty forward of the 2004. Eric, what other secrets do you know? Eric, tell me your secrets. Tell them to me. Oh, he wasn't. Plants are interesting. Well, I know they're interesting. Anyway, it's a kid with a green shirt, yellow shirt. Oh no! This is how the game ends for Eric. Animals are so cute. I feel the sins crawling on my back. And you got anything else to say, buddy? I'm trying to entertain you. I better have. Bro, what? Have I had a bath with Mom? Actually, yes, we have. It's a really tight fit because it's not meant to have two people. You probably have to get a custom bathtub to be able to fit two people in it because it sounds like a real nice, fun, romantic gesture, but then you ain't gonna be able to fit anybody in it. Also, my little boy does remind me of Chie, and it's now that you said it like that, I can't unsee it. He's got the same yellow and green. Breaded woman. Mockery of time. That's interesting. I need another food. Where's my sushi? It's eating time, boy. It's gonna be time to water the plant soon. They are cute, buddy boy. Your silver eyes are as nice as your mother's. No homo, son. Beard. I do. It's okay. I understand the vibe, my sons. The ducks are so useless other than things, but then it doesn't matter because there's no money to be made anyway. Why are eggs brown? I don't know. I don't know why eggs can be brown. It's a good question. I don't have an answer though, unfortunately. I need to find a cow to milk. Which one is it? Is it you? No, you're the brown cow. You're the speckled one. Is it you? It's one of these. I need to figure it out. It's you. I do not keep making cows have milk for money. I do it to give myself something to do. Poo eggs. Brown ones are fertilized. I don't know if that is true in real life. Hello, Daryl, one of my favorite voices to do in this series. Hello. It's cold. I've got a bit of a cold myself. I'm shivering from head to toe. My brain's fine. Well, my friend, do you need a nice big fish? Where's my big smelts? Do I have any? Here we go, buddy. Here we go, buddy. Ha ha ha! That's my favorite. Can I have it? I'll take it with pleasure. Thank you. My voice is probably a little bit off because of my cold. It's okay though. I have experiments to run in the mermaid in my basement. That may or may not be a reference. Yo, we go to the best music house in the game! Hello, Chris. Welcome. Please make yourself at home. Since my husband is an athlete, he pays very close attention to how things are going to affect his health. That means I have to also. Fun! Can't control myself around that. Can I have it? That makes me so happy. Thank you so much. I think it's because they look at you when you walk by them on the street. Woman's work is never done. Did your husband take steroids, Chris? I love this music so much. Oops, I need to go upstairs. Why do I like this music so much? This game has a good music. You use it a lot, the seats more now. Imagine having that in your living room. Trust me, I'm probably gonna pay for it later. He'll make my split 2 million. Well, thank God for the power of medicine. I almost said melanin. It's not what I meant. I can't think straight. Mucinex in, mucus out. If it wasn't for the Mucinex, my brain probably would be splitting in a million pieces. They're a health nut family. Oh there, buddy boy. How's it going? Boy, it's cold. I don't know why, whenever I see Miri, or not every time, but when I see Murray, I think of Ramirez. Maybe it's because their names are... No, their names aren't similar. Am I just crazy? I think I'm losing it. I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. Now that I say that, why am I thinking that? That doesn't make any sense. Because I just picture Ramirez shorter than the... He's wacky. I always like Murray. I like him. Boy. I could see him being Spanish, maybe. Okay. Toro and Hanako don't look so good. I want to go home. Go back to Mexico. The motherland. Well, the motherland is Russia. Oreo's ripoff called Lores. Oh man, it's late. Oh yo, it's Muffy's. Muff. I feel so bad that her name is a freaking slang for something awful. You through with your work? Sure is cold. Sometimes I wish the seasons wouldn't change. The mountain guy from Stardew Valley. I missed that game. I haven't played that in a while. I just happen to love those. Isn't it a present for your wife? I'm envious. I'm so envious. It's for you. Are you sure? Will your wife get mad? Not if you make a big deal out of it, girl. I wish I could fly south for the winter. Did she say anything else? That's great. Give it to your wife. She's like... I love the fact that on occasion Muffy is just low-key jealous. She... Ooh. Oofies. You're a little tired. A little sleepy boy. I just like that level of character that they add for her. Like, Muffy is the default wife. If for some reason you can't get married by the end of the first year, they pair you up with Muffy anyway, so that you can continue the game. But, like, it's kind of sad, because, man, Muffy just gets the short end of the stick. People be like, she a hoe, though. She ain't no hoe. She just dressed fancy. She's stuck in the country. In the girl version, she goes to the city all the time. The wife you choose is the main one? Well, the main one is depending on what you do in the game. Like, the 5th of winter. We're about halfway through there now, everybody. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, the Muffy is the default wife, or the main wife. Mexicans are two furballs walking on legs. No. Oh, you thought? Oh, you meant? Oh man, I'm sleepy. My character is sleepy. I don't really see him look that way too often. He looks so sleepy and so cute. No, Celia is not the main wife. It's easy to mistake that because she's very much the farm girl, but she's a little harder to win over than Muffy. I mean, she's a little harder to win over, yeah, than Muffy. Because Muffy is sadly, Muffy's desperate. It's a shame, but it's true. Excuse me. Muffy is the hard one, right. In terms of difficulty to woo, it's Muffy, Celia, and then Nami. You're up early. Nami is definitely by far the hardest one to woo, because she is not impressed by much. But I even forgot value of my life. You too, right? Of course, Hetty. No. If you could please just take the flower and just be super happy, that would be great. Your voice is so adorable, it makes me want to kiss you all over your face. But I will resist because I am sick. And because you're not real. But don't tell you that. You're not real. She's real to me! She's green aqua. No, all respect for her. Swamp Aqua? Oh god, that sounds so degrading. Oh god, slime. Oh my god, Aqua's a slime girl. This is what popped in my head. To be fair, there has been an instance in her history where she has done something similar. Not slime, but something very similar, which is really weird that you guys mentioned that without knowing it. I need to write the Aqua story at some point, because a part of the Aqua story comes from the fact that at some point in the story, it splits into different histories or different futures. And the one of the histories is in my story. The other history I've been writing with my friends for years. So it's like a timeline split, like Ocarina of Time, you know, timelines and stuff. Gets crazy. I'd have to compile it all into a handy little thing. Just because Aqua's probably my favorite OC I've ever made. She didn't start out that way. Golden psychedelic Aqua. Aqua was not always my favorite character. She was. She started off as a complete filler character that evolved into her own full-fledged identity, and I'm so proud of her for it. Vesta would try and set up a meeting. That sounds something like Vesta would do. It was weird for the fact that Celia was being set up for an arranged marriage, which ultimately falls through if you don't marry her, which is weird how that works. I guess. And Marlon acts like he was gonna marry her, even though do nothing. Marlon's a bit of an a-hole, really, even when you marry him, because my mom married him in the girl file, and he's just rude. He doesn't do anything. Granted, the game doesn't make it very clear that he has health complications and can't do physical work. But not that it matters anyway. The spouses don't do anything gameplay-wise in terms of helping you with work. That's it. Other Harvoods ran over it, yeah. Which is fine. I wonder if this is what it'll be like when I move to Pennsylvania with the family and we start living off the land. Like, not really a lot of bills, because you're all self-sustained. I'll be interested to see how it turns out. Man, I could do Harvest Moon in real life. You know, that actually brings up a very interesting story that I don't think I've ever talked about. And I was gonna do this years ago, never did because it would have been awkward for what ended up happening. I was gonna do a little skit. When I was at the height of my Harvest Moon popularity, I thought it would be fun to do a Harvest Moon style skit. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. It was just an idea in my head. I was gonna call like Harvest Moon in real life, and I was gonna use my at the time girlfriend Wendy to help me with skits. Let's say like for flirtation, dates, and stuff like that, and then do farming and plant growing in real life as well, and make it like a little sort of a joke show about it. Never actually ended up doing anything like that because one, I didn't know how I would do that. Two, it seemed kind of cringy. And three, I broke up with Wendy. Me and Wendy broke up anyway, so it wouldn't have happened. But the idea was there, and it technically didn't die, but it continues to sit in my brain unutilized. I don't know what popped that in my head, other than I'm playing Harvest Moon. Oh, that's done. Okay. True. Back when I was looking to do this, back in like 2014 or 2015 maybe. It was a thing old YouTube was well known for, yes. But ultimately I think I also got too stage shy. I don't think I ever even pitched the idea to Wendy. I feel like that would have been the kind of thing she would have loved. She loved skit humor, so she probably would have loved to have been a part of it. I might reach out to her randomly at some point and ask her if I ever asked her to do that or not. Oh yeah, this game's heart crop elements are pretty bad. The cow ranching is really good. The crops are really bad. Even when you can fuse magical mystery crops like these. Morning. This is between you and me, okay? Sometimes old man Takakura comes home in a real great mood with a huge grin on him ear to ear. I wonder where he goes. Makes him that happy. Wish he'd take me with him just once if it's that good. You still talk to me some? I see, so you still want to listen to my stories. By the way, I always thought it was unfair that plants can't walk. Don't you agree? Yeah, I get it. Right. I just knew you'd get it. Ah, that's it for today. See you later. Hey, I'm starving. You got anything I eat? Not right now. Well, I guess there's no choice now. By the way, you need anything? Go ahead and ask. Just want to talk. Ah, so you want to talk to me? I'm so happy. Normal plants like to have more sun, right? I don't get that much here, but I guess as long as I grow up healthy and strong, I can't really complain, you know? And now and then now though I'd like to see the sun. You still talk to me some? Sure. I see you still listen to stories. By the way, I'll let you in a hot tip. You eat a tradie and a berry toad together. Oh, something good might happen. That's it today. See you later. Yeah, I'm starving. Got anything to eat? Not right now. Well, I guess no choice. Oh yeah, hot tip. If you eat these things together, you'll get something real good. You still talk to them? I see you still listen to my stories. By the way, you need anything? No, I just hear talk, bro. I see you want to talk to me. I'm so happy. Hey, don't you think that I'm pretty manly? Yeah, I do. You do? Oh, you're the only one who said that. You're my kind of guy. That's it for today. See you later. All right, bye, buddy. Well. My apologies, Melts. My southern drawl. Just a little bit unrefined. This place drives me nuts. I picked a good time to stop talking to him then. Hello, Marlin. Yo, every day's a little cold in the winter. Well, maybe if you wore some sleeves. Constant cold every day isn't good for my body. Before I came here, I was always so busy. Now this place is all I need. Bro, I hate his hair. Yo, wait a second. That shirt, that hair, that pale complexion. It looks like Ramirez's evil twin brother. I don't know why something popped in my head. You're kind of right. The only difference, he got blue pants instead of black pants. My God. There's nobody here. Okay, we're not mining today. No more creepypasta mine today. Evil blue pants versus smooth black pants. It's like that meme, Evil Ramirez wears blue pants instead of black pants. There's something that I actually thought about that this Let's Play / stream series has done for a long time, and it has reached so many different types of branches of my audience over the last 10 years. Evil Ramirez is not wacky. No, no, Evil Ramirez over there is definitely not wacky in the slightest. That's why I don't like him. Evil Ramirez can take a hike. I don't like him. Oh boy! Come here, Chewbacca. Don't touch that child! Leave him alone! Muffle, muffle, muffle. Oh boy! I love that sound. Muffa? Muffa. From Jump Scared. Muffa. Muffa. Almost said Monokuma. What's his name? Muku Muku. Just I could see him be some kind of Mexican monkey. from the border. He's escaped. Well, actually, that wouldn't make any sense. This isn't America. This is Japan. Probably. Or whatever. I don't know if the game ever addresses what the heck this guy is. Mosha, Moho, Mohosho, Mofa. Okay. Why is everyone in this game Mexican? I don't know. I think I've just not had enough sleep. Everyone's turning Mexican. Hey, it's Fiora. Sorry, Flora. I always think it's night when I'm in the dig site. It's cold. Make it worse, neither the tent nor the ruin is warm. Put on a jacket! Why are you wearing a tank top in winter, you dumb idiot? I don't normally condone bullying women, but this is a special occasion. Don't complain about the cold if you're gonna wear tank tops year-round. Don't say you're getting sweaty, you're just gonna catch pneumonia and die. The valley off the side of Mineral Town or Flower Bud. Ah. Oh, hello, Katie. Haven't seen you in a while. Or Kate, sorry. Hello, are you well? If you look above you, the waterfall, you can see a pretty blue star in the sky. Ah! It did that same thing again. She was North Mexico because she loves steak. Hello, hello. I can't really bear the winter cold. As everyone continues to say, wearing short sleeves. I mean, Dr. Hardy here is just walking around in his underwear. All the time. Oh, what's up? Be careful not to catch cold. Be careful not to catch cold. Thanks for hammering in. Now that I'm sick. Oh, Rim, hello. Something white falls in the sky this season. Exciting. You are a grown woman, and you don't know what snow is, my dear? Oh, my God. It's a good thing you're rich. Looking like a Resident Evil villain. He kinda do, though, bruh. I kinda do. I think I'm gonna pack it in after this game day. As much as I'm having fun playing, I'm getting very cold. My feetsies are getting really cold. And I am still sick. I don't want to make myself sicker. Nature changes with the seasons, but my work is consistent. Maybe that's a problem. I need more time. You're doing something, but it never goes anywhere. The cast in this game is so freaking bizarre. Got no heat? No, not in the recording area. I'm in the garage. Because I can't fit the whole thing in the house. I have to go. Oh, berry toe? Two berry toes are in two different colors. What? It's a red berry toe and a green berry toe. One grows above ground, one grows underground. See what I mean? These fusion crops are cool. Wait till we get some of the real bizarre ones. I'll probably have to once it gets much colder than this. I also probably shouldn't have wore slippers outside, but you know, that's my own fault. If there was room in the house, I'd set up my stuff inside, but I just don't. There's no room. But that's what building the new house is supposed to be for. We're supposed to get new. We'll have room. Time to cook some food. I'm cooking things for people to eat. I'm cooking things that people chew. I'm cooking things for people to eat. That could happen by the end of the year. We're not sure yet, by the way. I said I'm cooking things for people to eat. I'm cooking things that people will chew. Where did I get that from? I know that's not an original. Oh, I think I know where it's from. That's from iCarly, isn't it? That's the song that Spencer sings when he made spaghetti tacos. Don't know why that popped in my head. Gotta cook all them fishies. I don't remember if the rain bobs are good fish to eat or not. Big bob, shark. Columbo. Big Columbo. Yes, they did. I haven't got to do any of it yet because I don't have any ingredients. No. Imagine if spaghetti tacos were an Animal Crossing. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. It's possible. I don't know, bro. What? Could you imagine if spaghetti tacos were an Animal Crossing? I think we're all a little tired. The brain juice is all going to my feet. They try to warm my feet. I'll try to play this game once more before the month is over. And in a possible attempt to finish up the chapter. You know, we never know. Make the dishes look delicious. Everyone's gonna come to Aqua's diner and be able to fully eat her food. Aqua runs a diner on my Animal Crossing village. At least that's what she does with her house. I wish I could bulk cook. Oh, trust me, Melts. It bothers me too. It's bothered me since I was a kid, and you just kind of grow to ignore it. They fixed it in Another Wonderful Life, and it looks beautiful. Why they didn't do it for this game, I don't understand. There's a diner in the DLC. I know that, but I built one with Aqua's house. Well, this is probably possibly one of the reasons why Natsumi was led to their separation from Marvelous, as we spoke about earlier. I've seen there's many worse problems than that, Melts. You play enough of the old Harvest Moon games, you will see these problems everywhere. Names being wrong. I'm pretty sure they're the reason why Doctor is known as Doctor over here in the States. They probably didn't know how to translate his full name. They just called him Doctor. I don't know why they did that. But man, it hasn't gone away to this day. I think it's because he didn't have a name in the original games because he was never meant to be a full fleshed out character. So when they fleshed him out, they left him with no name. I don't remember any of the recipes in this game other than sashimi. That's the only one I remember. I used to have a whole notebook with this because I didn't use the internet as much back then. Because the internet wasn't very reliable for this game. Especially back in the ages of the 2010s. In the late 2000s. Dr. Alex Trent is his full name in different parts of the canon. But we still call him Doctor around here. I'm gonna stop making food once I'm done with the Columbos. I wish I had more music options. I know there's a way to do that, but I don't have a Wonderful Life to link up to this game to do that. They did a lot of Game Boy Advance compatibility back in the day, and one of them was being able to link up to this game with the Game Boy Advance game and do extra cool bonus thingies, which you've seen evidence of in Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, with the jukebox and all that. Not the jukebox, the record player. Sorry, record player. Alright, now that's done. That's what I said. I'm saying you can see evidence of what they did in the remake for the Switch. That's what I was meaning. Hello, Daryl. Welcome back.
Hello. I was just taking a little walk. Cows have higher body temperature than humans. They make more CO2 and thus contribute to global warming. Whenever they either burp or pass gas. Do you know about clone cows? I see. No reason. I was just asking. It's cold.
Well, take this big smelt and get out of my property.
It's my favorite. Can I have it? Take it with pleasure. Not pleasure, unlike the one you gave your wife last night. Wait, what? I wasn't looking through your window.
Another chilly day.
Sure is. It's kind of chilly out.
Are you feeling okay? Nope, we had this conversation a couple times. I am very much catching something. No, honey, please. I just need a hug. Forrest. Yep. No, she knows. She's supposed to say, go lay down, you stupid fool. Here we are. So yeah, we're gonna finish this game day, and then I'm gonna call it a night. We're nearly there. So we got like another 4 or 5 minutes-ish left. It's barely getting watered, but I didn't need watered yet. But it'll keep it watered. And that's what's important. Call me green goo? No! Oops. So, the idea for tomorrow's stream, I'm not sure yet. I think I might do another Harvest Moon game just to make sure I keep up with the trend. Not sure if it'll be a Switch one or if it'll be... might bust out the PS3? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what one we're gonna do yet. I should probably wait till tomorrow to make those type of decisions. Who's there? Whose head is that? Is that my wife? Hello, beautiful. Were you making sure I wouldn't pass out? You're sweet. No, I'm not. You want to water for me? I'd appreciate it. I'll go make my own soup and everything if you could just water the plants for me. Really could use the help. I'm the one you call Gringo. I honor Hiram as the Gringo. I'm the most white American you could ever meet. Whether or not you find that a good thing or a bad thing, I guess that's up to you. Gwendolyn. Okay, she doesn't want the hugs. Alright, fine. You don't have to shout at me. I don't think anyone ever can argue with the cozy vibes of a Harvest Moon month. I don't think anyone does. All of these animals are super dirty. I'm gonna try and clean you guys off before the stream's over if I can. I'm trying. I slide off the car like the cow like butter. There we go. It's not very intuitive. If you overturn, you'll just walk right off the cow. Cows do make butter. They do indeed. I washed a sheep. The sheep loves to walk over to you. I love how the game owns the different characters. Cow, where you going? The sheep just keeps following me. The sheep is kind of in the way here. Clean that one. I'm not gonna be able to get them all clean at this rate. Especially not with you all the way over here. Oh, maybe we can. Yo, we're going, Slices. We going. We schmoovin'. Yo, thanks, Oreo, for the assist. Alright, we got the last one here. I think this one's marble. Wake up! Okay, well, whatever. I guess you're sleeping then. So I can believe that concludes the winter of the 5th. So we're halfway through winter, and the next time I stream it, we'll probably definitely finish the winter for sure. Turn Baba Booey. Okay, so it's time for my favorite outro music of all time. I have a lot of games that I would like to play for Harvest Moon Month this year. I've got some for the Switch. I've got some for the GameCube as we've been playing. I got some I might like to try picking back up for the Wii. Well, and there's also Animal Parade. I've got a number of them on the PS3 right now. We've got those ones last year for the PS4. I've got Rune Factory 4 as well. I got a lot of things. I got Stardew. We got something else on what was that? Hoto Life on Steam. The crappiest weatherman I've ever seen. I love him. He's more accurate than the other dude. And he's more professional looking. His music is fantastic though. The PS2 version took out the music for the two other channels, the channels I annoyed. It's Farm, what did you expect? And then of course there's Stardew coming up as well. Lots of things I want to play this month for you. I want to play all the games for you. You just got to tell me what to do. And then I'll tell you what I'll do them for you. I don't know, I'm just... I don't know. I haven't ad-libbed a song in a long time. This game makes me nostalgic in all the weird ways. So, that's what we're gonna end tonight. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Harvest Moon Month will continue. We just got a ladder. But we'll continue this. I'll probably continue tomorrow, and then I'll probably do later this coming up week a variety stream. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of winging it as I go because of how I'm feeling, but I'm trying to keep the Harvest Moon Month festivities in full swing. the hood was a good idea. My hair was a mess tonight, but it was good to keep warm tonight. So I hope you guys. I'm seeing my breath. I'm very cold. So thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you all had a good time where we reminisced and other things tonight. And I hope to see you guys next time. I was gonna show off some stuff I was doing in my Tomodachi life. I'm too cold and I forgot to do it earlier because of the mess that the stream was at the beginning. So have a good night, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, unless I get worse in my sickness and need to take the whole night off in general, like I almost did tonight. So have a good night, guys. I will see you guys in the next stream, and keep on Harvest Moon until then. Bye-bye, everybody.